talking about base, where we have a b to n power, and saying that this is my base, right? And here, this is my exponents, or you call it power, right? So now, remember last time we have this example as 5 cubed, and we're saying to you by now, you should know 5 is the base, and it's going to multiply by itself 3 times. That's the reason why it's 5 cubed. That's the short one, that's the long one. Now, the idea here is to kind of remind you, if my base is 5, is that you have a 1 and it sits on top of all of them, right? When I multiply 5 and 5, right, that's my base, I keep it into 1 plus 1 is 2, right? And 5 squared and 5 to first power, I keep the base again, 2 plus 1 is 3, so you have what we call here 5 cubed. All we want you to remember is that if you multiply like base, you keep the base and add the exponents. The formula for that is to say if I have a to m times a to n. Based on that formula, we're saying to you, you keep your base a and add the exponents as m plus n. So far so good, right? Mm-hmm. Let's put it to work. Let's say I give you let me use the black one so that all of you can see. If I give you, for instance, y to 8 power times y to 10th power. Based on what I know up here, saying now, I need to keep my base as y, and I'm going to add my exponents here, so therefore, I have y 18. Keep the base and add the exponents. Later on, we're going to learn how to keep the base and subtract the exponents. So far, so good, right? Mm-hmm. So let me give you a second example here. The second example, let's say for instance, I give you a z to 6 power times 4z to 7 power, and then time again z, instead of saying z, let's say 3z to 4 power here. So now, as you see in front of you, I need to know what's the base and what's the coefficient, right? So now, with the base, I know z are based because is my base because they all got exponents, right? As you see, I'm kind of trying to help you a bit here by knowing my coefficient is 4, my coefficient is 4. They're not base, they're just numbers, right? So therefore, what I'm saying to you here, you have to keep in mind. So now when we're saying coefficient, it's a French word. So now let me spell it for you. So oh my God, what he was talking about here. So that's the word coefficient. That means a letter attached to a number, that number is 7, is the coefficient of x. If I give you negative x, negative 1 is the coefficient of x. That's a term here. That's the reason I'm saying 4 is the coefficient of z. 4 again z, 3 also z. Now if I need to use what I know here to multiply like base, I'm going to do 4 times 4 is 16 times 3, that's 48. So now, keep my z, 6 plus 7 is 13, plus 4 is what? That's all I have to remember here. Any questions? We're good, right? Beautiful. So now, multiplying like base, for those of you taking good notes, multiplying like base. Let me give you one good example. So now, let's say I like you this much, and I give you negative 3 to 11th power times negative 3 to 8th power. Help me here. Let's go ahead and simplify this one, everyone. Let's try. see, sir. Let's see. Closing your eyes. Got it? Let me see your answer. Let me see. Don't tell me. Let me see it. You guys know very well, guys.